talk about y'all's foundation, because y'all do so much for the youth in this community. So talk about, what y'all's foundation is and kind of what y'all do throughout the year.
Gotcha. Oh man, we do a lot, so it's probably easier for me to say what we don't do.
Yeah.
And what we don't do is give up on the youth. But no, what we do, we educate, motivate, and elevate. Our mission is to inspire the youth and bring unity to the community. So we try to stick on those principles. We host community events. The youth and the mentees in the program, they have to volunteer, so we help other organizations and just find ways to strengthen the community. We touch things with financial literacy, beauty, health, pretty much you name it. But we have mentoring programs, and we have a sisterhood program that's ran by my wife and some more great, lovely young ladies. And so they just kind of empower the young ladies to kind of be the best that they can be within finding their inner strength.
Yeah.
So with the brotherhood program, that's my baby. So
yeah.
So with that, we got young men. What I love about that program, it started. They were called the TCF Boys. Everybody grew up, so the name has changed.
Yeah.
So, but it started off with a group of kids, my son and a few of his friends, and they were about 5th to 6th grade. Now all of them have graduated, working in college, and they came back. So they actually started the TCF Brotherhood, and they're the big brothers to the kids. So a lot of times with me, I have found, we've been doing this 9 years. So as I get older, I'm less cool to the next generation.
Yeah.
So we get the younger kids, them
to kind of relate.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of like, I won't say we use them in a bad way, but they are the fishermen, amongst men. So they are able to recruit, and I love about it because those young men could be doing anything, and they're back.
Yeah.
They're at the foundation. Right now, they're at the building, painting, working, getting everything prepared for this Sunday.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
And I got to speak on the sisterhood, because some of those young ladies has came back also. They have came back, and they give back.
Yeah.
So, yes. And we got a travel basketball team, the Jayhawks.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay.
And our team just went to Pensacola, Florida. And out of 3 teams, yes, they brought 2 championship rings back in the 2nd place. So, yes.
Wow. Well,
and
congratulations to them.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Yes, that's ran by Coach Ty Hart, an amazing guy. Been with the program since the beginning. And we've been doing the travel basketball probably like 6 years.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, so it's great. And also, the kids that played on the basketball, now they are the coaches. So it's like, somewhere God just see it fit to, I guess, I don't know, it's good karma. That's what it is, good karma.
They're always coming back and circling back to the foundation that helped them so much in so many aspects of their life.
Yes.
So
and I
that's
think
incredible.
like even with the beauty of that, just like even with Coach Ty, and I know this about the event, but like he coached these kids when they were younger. So him sitting back being an athletic director, he could sit back with his feet up and just watch his proteges come and go places and kick butt,
Yeah.
So, yes. And we represent Meridian while we're doing it. So,
Exactly.
yes, the Meridian, most of our kids are product of MPSD. And, so we got a good partnership with the school system. They let us use the gym to prepare, because proper preparation prevent poor performances. So
basically just the community helping out each other to, make sure the youth is in a good place, in their life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine.
But going back to this Sunday, we want people just to come out because, I talk to the youth and I just kind of listen to them.
Yeah.
And, you think about, we've been going through a lot these last few years, with COVID, the pandemic and everything. Everybody's outside now. If you look at social media, you see, I'm outside. I'm going to be outside this summer. So, crime is going to be outside too. So we just want to kind of prevent a lot of things from happening. We know that we can't stop it, but the more we got and the more people, the better chance our youth have. So people are going to be outside and crime is going to rise. So hopefully we could just offer that alternative. We got a lot of great organizations doing their part.
Yeah.
And we just want to be an alternative. And if people have an organization, I reached out to a few other people, that's a good chance for them to recruit members. We want people to come see what our organization about. They might feel like this is not for them,
Yeah.
So instead of just signing your kid up, because a lot of times parents just want their kids to be in something, but it's not a good fit for that kid.
Exactly.
So, of course, I'm going to feel like we're doing great work. But when their child get there, we want their child to be comfortable, because if they're not comfortable and they don't want to be there, the energy could rub off on other kids. So that way you can kind of see the mentees, the mentors, and just kind of like what we do there.
Yeah.
So, and if anyone, they have an organization and they're looking to recruit more members, they're welcome to stop by the building. We're going to pass out flyers. Oh, yeah, and of course, we're giving away free food. So
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I saw food, I saw games,
yes.
I saw so much going on. So what can people expect when they get there?
Oh, man, we're going to have entertainment. We got youth. One of our youth members, he's going to DJ. We're going to have free food. And we made a bet with the sisterhood that we did a recruitment. This is kind of like unorthodox, like a lot of our stuff. We already did the open enrollment for the year, but you can't turn youth down if we got so many kids coming wanting to be a part of it. So I feel like it's a need to do another one. So we made a bet with the young ladies that if they recruited more young ladies than we did, we would have to cook for them.
Oh,
so
okay.
The guys will be doing the cooking and so we're gonna cook, and we got people from the community just pitching in. Got a call today. Some seniors from MHS, they want to donate like hot dog buns or hamburger buns, just the community pitching in. So it's all about the community. It says Carter Foundation, but it's all about the community. So free food, games, entertainment, and if the weather permits, we have inflatables for the kids. And if not, we have characters, just all kind of crazy, like I said, it's easier for me to tell you what we won't have. So, yes.
That's amazing. So great event coming up Sunday. If you want to know more about the James Carter Foundation, please come out. Tell them one more time the times and where it's going to be at.
It will be at 3 p.m. this Sunday at the Carter Foundation building. And we're located 2415 H Street, Meridian. And it's kind of like counter corner from the Temple Theater. It's easy for me to say the old Maya Rosenbaum building, and people can kind of find that, that in the Temple as the landmark. But they'll see all the people, the cars, the smoke in the air. Yes, so
it's hard to miss.
Definitely. But I really want to thank you for, helping us spread the word, because things like this is how it helps the organization. So you guys have played a very vital role with us building the Carter Foundation.
Of course. We are always willing to help y'all, because y'all do so much for the community and the youth, and I know everyone appreciates it.
9 years. Like
9
in
years.
June, it'll be 9 years.
Wow. Yes. Did you ever think it would be this impactful on the youth when you first started?
Oh, no. True story. It was never designed, and that's why I always acknowledge you guys. It was never designed to be an organization. I saw the crime raising in Meridian, and I felt like I could do my part. Because I haven't always been the guy that I am now. The youth that I try to reach, and some of the youth, let me rephrase that. Some of the youth that I deal with, because we're for all youth. You know? So some of the youth that I deal with, I was that. So, and I knew where I went wrong, So a lot of times people blame parents and all of that. That wasn't my case. My mom did everything. It was just, I had my own mind. So by me doing it, I wanted to right some of my wrongs, and I wanted to kind of like do an event to kind of bring unity. So it started out to unify, but it was just supposed to be an event on Father's Day. And when you guys pulled up, it was like the news center here, so they wanted to do an interview, and I had never done an interview, So once I did the interview, when I came home and saw it on the news, I didn't even have a name. We were called the Village, So and so, Tom Williams and another great guy, they was like, hey, you need to think of a name quick, So I had to think of the Carter Foundation. And when I thought of that, when I saw it that night at the footnote from you guys' interview, I said, oh yeah, we got to do it. So like you guys, help manifest the vision. So yes, so it was supposed to be. That's why every year on Father's Day we celebrate our anniversary. And so this is off the subject, but this June the 18th we have our 9th year celebration, and it kick off with you guys that Friday, the 16th.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's something else to look forward to. 9 years.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. And if you know anybody, like I said, we do a lot of other stuff that everything we do, you won't see it on the camera. So if there's someone like in a desperate need, we'll never, ever, put that person on social media. We post a lot, kind of get the mission out there. So like, I don't think a lot of people understand the power of social media. Like if you don't post, people don't know what you got going on. But we help a lot of people that you will never see. So like with the sisterhood program, they got a thing they're starting with, like simple things you won't think of, like going to the grocery store for the elders, elderly, washing their clothes. We got young men that's going to cut some of the elderly people's yards, so and they could just kind of do it confidential through the website or the Facebook page, and we get out there and it's no charge. We get out there, cut the yard, and just things like that. So I want to keep the young men and the young ladies active And a lot of times when a person does a good deed, it makes them feel a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
So I think like in our community, and when I say our, I'm not talking about black, I mean people in our community. A lot of people don't know where they belong. That's why a lot of people join and do crazy things. You know, they want
Yeah.
acceptance. And if we don't create it for them, they're gonna go elsewhere. And the streets and prisons are always open. Like
Yeah.
I've never saw one closed. You know, so yes, yes. So yes. So again, this Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. But we probably go a little longer.
Yeah.
I want to put a time on fellowship.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like I said, you know, we want the community to come out. Mainly, you know, we want people just to come out because, like I said, you need to just know like who's around your kids. It's crazy times in the world, you know. Somebody might come to our event and might I don't want my child around that child, you know.
Yeah.
Or you know I don't want to be a part of this, you know. So, but I seriously doubt it. But you know, just in case, you know,
Yeah.
they will know because a lot of times people do just think of mentorship and it's kind of off the subject, but it's hard to just pair a mentor with a mentee. So if just because this kid, I might can't relate to that kid,
Yeah.
and it doesn't mean that that kid can't be saved. So we are so quick to give up on kids because we can't relate to them.
Yeah, you just have to find someone
Yes,
else that
exactly,
can relate to
exactly.
them or connect
And
with
so
them
that's
that
why
way.
like I love what we do because you know, we try to find that somewhere. We got an education department with Jonathan Brown. We got just different things like different people. We got kids that love music.
Yeah.
We have reached out to local talent here, you know, that like Terrence Davis, you know, just local people, you know, Low Star, just different people in our community that's saying, okay, these kids want to be a rapper. Corey Moe, you know, he come in and he show them how to make beats, you
Yeah.
know, like how to produce. Just you'll be amazed of just when a child learns something new, just how they feel.
Yeah.
Fun fact, um, when I was younger, like I said, I used to be a little troubled kid, and I was in class, and my teacher. The thing with me, everybody saw it in me, but I didn't see it in myself. You know, my grandfather, man, he always instilled it in me. My dad always preached it in me. My mom always told me to work hard, but the teachers, they saw it, and I was acting up in class, and the teacher made me sit in front of the classroom, and she told me after class, she said, James, why are you acting like that? You got charisma. At the time, I didn't know that word, but it felt good going back to the hood telling everybody I had charisma, you know. So
Yeah.
that kind of stuck with me. So I know what that did once I looked it up in the dictionary, because back then we didn't have the internet.
Yeah.
I looked it up in the
Had to
dictionary.
get
Yeah,
the big
I got
book out.
charisma. Yeah, so I just want to do what people didn't give up on me,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to give up on the kids.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, you do an amazing job,
Thank
and
you.
we all appreciate you, and we support you, and we hope that, you know, you have 9 years and more
Yes,
in this
yes.
community.
Hopefully 99, because what it's looking like, they're coming back. So it's a rotation.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are coming back, and every generation it get easier. The kids that coming up now, like my son and that group, they work really hard. So these kids don't really have to work as hard, and that's how we create just different things for the next generation.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, if y'all have any questions or want more information about the James Carter Foundation or the event coming up, make sure you go to the Facebook page, or do y'all have their website?
Yes.
And
the Carter
what else
Foundation,
do y'all have?
The Carter Foundation MS.com, I'm thinking. Yes.
Hang on.
Yes. Just search the Carter Foundation.org. I'm sorry. Yes, the Carter
.org.
Foundation MS.org. That's what it is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining
you.
us. Anytime. And we do want to thank Meridian Community College for sponsoring our digital news desk. We hope y'all have a safe and blessed day.